Hello everyone, it is Taria, Goddess of Earth. How are you guys doing? It's been a minute. Alright you guys, so last night I posted the schedule and I'm going to try to keep it with that, okay? In case you didn't look, it's on my channel, okay? Monday through Thursday, okay, and Sundays is the days we are going to have class. And what I mean by this is it's going to be pre-recorded like I'm doing right now, okay, and it's 1 p.m. Central Standard Time where I'm at, okay. I'm going to be uploading this at 3, okay, well, about 2:30, as soon as I get done, alright, but I'm going to have it to where it uploads, it gets sent to you guys at 3 p.m., okay. And that's Central Standard Time, my time, alright? So that's Monday through Thursday and Sunday. Friday and Saturdays will be our days, our breaks, okay? So Friday and Saturday, we will not have class. Alright. Now, I won't be doing any live classes, okay? I've had a lot of you ask me not to, and I don't plan on doing that. There's just too many questions and stuff. That's why I want to do lives in the evenings, okay? When you guys have questions. And what I'm going to do, we're probably going to have like 2 to 3 nights a week where, you know, you guys are going to write your questions down, okay? And then when I go live, we're going to address the questions that you have. Or let me rephrase that. Instead of writing them down, well, you can write them down, but leave a comment on that energy, that video that we did that day, okay, and what energy was involved with it, and leave your question there, because I will go back through and I will write all those down and make sure that, okay, we talk about them. Even if we go 2 or 3 days without, well, 2 days at the most, without answering questions, and we went through 2 different energies, 2 different cards, okay, it'll all be wrote down, and we'll start with the one that was the first in that set, and then the second, okay, and we'll probably be going live like 3 times a week, maybe 4, alright, and it's not going to be like a really long time. It's going to be nothing but questions that you have left in the comment section of that class, okay? Because I'm not going to be answering the questions during class anymore. We're going to do that on live. You guys, I had to make a schedule. I'm a Virgo, as y'all already know, and we're Virgo season. That's probably what's wrong with me. I had to make a schedule, all right? I have to have a schedule, a time. That way, I make sure stuff gets done, okay? Because you guys know I will get sidetracked, okay? And I don't mean to. Bless my heart. Now, if you know when you're watching this and hearing me say this right now, that means I'm in the process of uploading, or I uploaded it after this one uploaded a little class on tarot spreads. Now, what I'm doing there, okay, we're going to do it 1 spread at a time. Reason being, I'm going to show you how to take 1 spread, all right, and change the positions and the meaning of the positions around to where it can fit your question, your day, your week, okay? I'll explain that whenever in that video, but I'm doing that after I do this. But most likely, by the time you're done with this or in the middle of it, that's already going to be uploaded, okay? I just wanted to do this class first, then do the video. And today we are going to start on that one with my daughter's daily spread that she does every day, okay? And it's a pretty good one. And you can also switch out the meanings of the spots, you guys, to make it fit your questions, okay? To get a better answer, I guess. You know, it's fun. I'll explain that in that other one, all right? So right now, we are going to go back through. We're going to do a quick review, okay? And I'm going to try to keep these 45 to 50 minutes, hopefully not any longer than that, all right? Because it's awfully time consuming for you guys. I mean, I'm fine with it, but I don't know how, you know, crazy your life is, or how much time you have, you know, alone, or, you know, to be able to study and watch. So I want to give you all as much information as I possibly can in a, you know, a good amount of time where you don't get bored or tired of me, and and you actually have enough time to be able to watch the class and have time to study on your own using your cards, and still go about your day with what it is that you guys do. I know everybody's busy, right? We all have busy lives. It's part of it. All right, you guys, we're going to start out with the Fool, okay? The Fool is all about new beginnings, okay? Taking a leap of faith. Sometimes it's taking a leap of faith into the unknown, a bit blindly, don't have a plan, okay? This talks about you trusting in yourself as well as the universe. Starting a new adventure, and this could be the beginning of anything or any area of your life, okay? People always say, oh, I'm not having a new beginning, you know, I'm doing such and such, and I'm just like, we have so many different areas of our lives, okay? If you actually took the time and wrote it down, then you would understand, you know, what I'm talking about. There's so many different areas, and yes, we are on different levels on each of those areas of our life, okay? So there is definitely always an ending and a new beginning happening somewhere, okay? Not too far apart. Now, you guys, my grandchildren are having school right now, okay? So we have 5 of them, 13 years of age down to 5, okay? And little Claire Lou's too little. She's running around down there playing. But you may hear my daughter in the background. She's speaking and talking because she's teaching them, okay? We're homeschooling them, so just know everybody is safe and fine, all right? We got a lot going on. So the Fool, okay? And it also represents childlike faith, you guys. Believing in yourself and believing what it is that you're going after, all right? That's important. Then you have the Magician, all right? The energy of Gemini and Virgo, all right? This is that manifester, creator energy, setting your intentions, making your mark, understanding that you have all the tools within you to create, okay? It's all within. And this is where you're realizing that. You're realizing not only is setting your intentions, feeling it, the emotions of it, what it is that you want, and feeling as if you already have, okay? And believing it, you got to take action. You got to start going in the direction that's going to get you closer to what it is that you are wanting to manifest and create, okay? You can't just set your intentions and manifest something and go sit on the couch and expect it to happen, all right? You got to, you know, you got to take action, all right, with what it is that you want, okay? And I promise you, when you take the first steps towards that goal or what it is that you want, doors are going to start opening up for you. Now, I'm going to say something, you lottery people, okay? I'm not saying, because I'm going to say this. I know a lot of you are manifesting the lottery, okay? When I'm talking about this, be realistic. There's nothing wrong with manifesting the lottery. You are taking action by going and buying lottery tickets and that kind of stuff. But be realistic, okay? This is, I hope y'all understand where I'm coming from when I say this. Be realistic. Okay, let me give you an example. Okay, let's say I want to be a guy wants to be a professional basketball player, okay? He wants to get a scholarship and get a, you know, go to college, you know, on that basketball degree. And he's 4'5". Is that realistic? Is a midget gonna get on a professional basketball team? And I'm not making fun. I'm 4'9". I'm in the little people category, but I'm trying to give you an example where you understand what I'm saying. You've got to be realistic. Is it something that is achievable? Is it something that you can achieve and do, or is it something that's a fantasy that's, you know, you've got to separate that stuff, all right? You've got to be realistic, and I don't want to offend nobody. I'm 4'9". I can talk about it, which I won't say anything bad at all. But you know, I used to play basketball when I was a kid, and I tell you what, them giant kids, they just threw me around. I got tossed around so much it wasn't even funny. I did win an award for the best hustler. Okay, so I guess I could, because I was little, I could move. That's smart. Oh my goodness. Okay. So remember, it's setting intentions, all right? And manifesting. And understand that each and every one of you have the God and Goddess within, okay? The High Priestess, okay? This is a feminine energy. This is a very mysterious, mystical, you know, hidden, you know, energy right here. It's going within. It's seeking knowledge. It's seeking that forbidden fruit, okay? You know, the High Priestess is such a powerful energy right here, okay? She knows her gifts. She uses her gifts, okay, to, you know, allow her to move around in the path that she's going, all right, to get the things that she wants, okay? So she uses her gifts to benefit her in her situations. You know, there's a lot of wisdom and knowledge that is with this energy right here, okay? The High Priestess can be a healer, a teacher, okay? In the highest ranks, all right? Many different gifts. She can represent your spot, you know, you're exploring, you're finding your gifts, okay? You're realizing that, hey, I've got this life force energy. You know, I have, my third eye is opening up. My crown chakra is opening up, okay? That's that High Priestess energy right here, okay? Beautiful energy. She can oftentimes represent secrets or things that have been hidden, okay? Maybe it's a secret that the person is doing the reading for. Maybe it's a secret they have. Maybe it's your secret when you're doing your reading that maybe you don't want someone else to know, and it's showing up. When it shows up, that's a warning, okay? There's a warning that goes along with that, you guys. If there's been something that has been stuffed in the closet, I don't care if it's 20 years old, and you get this, and maybe you are asking about that, or it had to do maybe with what's going on in your life right now, and this comes up, and you just instantly get that feeling, it's fixing to come to the light, one way or another. The light, the truth is going to be exposed, okay? And I tell you guys something, when you get a warning like that, when you get that sign of, oh wow, this is coming, okay? So this is what I love about tarot. When I tell you guys, it gives you different perspectives and different ways of being able to take action and maybe handle a situation, okay, in the best possible way. It gives you all that. It gives you the tools. And it also gives you, it can give you the ending of, this is what happens when this comes out, and it's shocking, and it didn't have to come out that way. Or, here's a path right here that, is going to lead you in a different direction. If you do this, or, there's certain ways of handling things. I hope I'm making sense here, you guys. Tarot is a good tool, okay? It can help you use your mind and really figure out a situation. You'll come to find out that if you have a situation you're dealing with, okay, the tarot's gonna show you many different ways of being able to handle, okay, or fix, or get out of a situation even. All right, that's what I'm trying to say right here. The High Priestess, she's all about hidden knowledge, okay? Powerful energy. Some of you may be keeping something secret because you don't want nobody to know about it, okay? It could be like a money-making idea as well. The Empress, the mother of the tarot right here. She represents fertility. She represents growth and expansion, okay? Birth of a child. Birth of an idea or vision. She represents that things are fruitful. They're growing. What you've put out into the universe is going to come back threefold. That's my take on it, you guys. I love it. Now we have the Emperor, the father, okay, of the tarot. This is the energy of Aries. This is a position of authority right here. This can be somebody that's a boss. This can represent you having that type of leadership role with the business or career you have. This talks about you asserting yourself, starting projects, okay? This talks about you laying a solid foundation, whether it's within your home or your business, okay? Or even your career, all right? There's structure here. This could be your... Oh, I feel like I'm going to sneeze. Oh, excuse me. I am so sorry, you guys. This could even be your financial empire, okay? I am so sorry. Okay. This Emperor right here is that masculine energy. The Empress is the feminine. He's taking control over something, or he has control over something, okay? Oftentimes, when he shows up and things aren't going right in your life, okay, and this pops up, then it's time that you took care of stuff. It's time for you to stand up. It's time for you to take back power and control over the situation, the set of circumstances, okay? Now, if this shows up and you are working for someone, okay? Maybe you're paycheck to paycheck, okay? And this shows up. It's a good time to think about how long you've worked there. Have you done a good job? Do you want to move up? Would you like a different position? Do you need a raise? Okay? Because he can represent that as well. He can represent climbing the ladder to success. People look up to the Emperor. It's an energy of respect. When the Emperor talks, people listen. The Emperor can definitely represent speakers as well, you guys. It can represent a father figure, okay? And so can the Empress. She can represent a mother figure as well. Now we have the Hierophant, okay? The energy of Taurus. I love this. It's a, you know, powerful energy. You know, this talks about religions, okay? People that have religious views. People that get together with others, all right? And they're set on a certain set of beliefs, okay? He can be called the Pope as well. Oftentimes this can represent you've made a commitment to yourself to grow spiritually, to become one with your higher self, to start walking a spiritual path or starting a journey right here. Some of you, this is definitely you coming out of a spiritual path or journey with so much wisdom and knowledge gained that you have definitely shifted to a higher level of consciousness where now you are ready to share your life experiences with others to help them along their life path and their journey as well. Okay, so teacher, spiritual teacher, mentor. You could be a healer. Okay, and I'm going to tell you something. Healers come in many forms. A therapist, counselor, a child's activist. You know what I mean? Anytime where you are serving someone else, and you don't have to have a career doing that, you guys. You could be the person that everybody in the office calls or wants to talk to you because you're important. What you have to say is important to these people. And it's like everybody wants to know how you feel about something, okay? And it's really, I feel like for most of you, you allow people to come to you and they can just let it out, okay? They can vent. And what you do is listen without judgment, okay? Without opinions. There's a few of you that you just don't know how, you just don't realize how much you have helped people by doing that. It's hard to find somebody like that. You know, because most people, they'll go and, you know, talk about other people's problems, or you already know what I'm talking about, but people can come to you and they know it. I bet you have people that haven't known you very long and they just, you know, they unload on you. It's because they can feel it. They feel your energy. They know. It's just like a subconscious. They have this inner knowing without even realizing it. Okay? That's how powerful this energy is right here. It also talks about, usually there's a set of keys, okay, and the keys are at the bottom. You know, to me, this represents, you know, you realizing you've reached that point of maturity along your spiritual path and journey that, you know, you hold all the keys and tools to success within yourself. And where you may have felt, you know, stuck or blocked, or your path, not able to move forward, or the doors were locked, now you realize, oh my goodness, I can do this. I can unlock those doors. I can remove those blockages. It's nothing. This is you understanding that it doesn't matter, okay, what you want to do or what direction or path or door you want to walk through, because you're going to make it yours, and you're going to own it, and you're going to rock it, and it's going to be special because you're special. I love the Hierophants. The Lovers. The energy of Gemini. This talks about balancing your energies, balancing relationships. Oftentimes this talks about a huge, major life decision. Okay? And I know I repeat this, but it's important that you remember it. When I say a major life decision, I mean this decision is going to be one of those that you're going to look back 30, 40 years from now and you're still going to remember this. Okay? You'll never forget it. That's how big it is. But it's a good decision. It's for the betterment of your situation. Oftentimes, this represents a huge move or career change, okay? It can represent a marriage. It can represent a divorce. All right? It can represent taking a relationship to the next level, maybe combining families, okay? You know, this is also a spiritual, alchemical energy as well. This can definitely represent the beginning of a relationship, courting, you know, going out. Powerful energy right there, and it's beautiful. You know, this reminds me of having balance between the spiritual realm and the material right here. This is where you are doing that inner alchemy, that inner work, and, you know, getting that balance just right. And it's important. You got that balance. You got the balance between the spiritual and the material, okay? You got that balance. That's when you can, well, I tell you what, that's when you can ask for something, manifest something, and I tell you what, it's not a day or two later, and then bam, there it is. That's being the magician and alchemist and co-creator of your reality. But you've got to have that balance between, you know, the masculine, the feminine, the, you know, the material world, the spiritual, okay? Balance, moderation. And when I say balancing your energies, I'm talking about balancing everything, okay? Everything you do, where it's balanced. Now you have the Chariot, right? This is the energy of Cancer right here. I love this energy. This talks about, you know, you triumphantly moving forward successfully. Oftentimes, when you receive this energy, you've been through some stuff, okay? You've been through some hardships, some difficult times, and, you know, you just felt like it was never going to end. There was no relief in sight. And then all of a sudden, you took back power and control over your situation, your life. You got back in the driver's seat, okay? You said, wait a minute, I'm not going to, this isn't what I want. I know what I want, okay? And this is you having the determination and the will, okay, and the courage to go after what it is that you want. And you know how you're going to get there, and you're going after your happiness, okay? Oftentimes this can represent somebody that's very intelligent, has a lot of willpower, okay? A lot of willpower and strength, inner strength right here. This can represent a vehicle as well, okay? Maybe buying a car, selling a car. Depending on what cards are around, it can be a car accident, okay? Be some, you know, theft, breaking into your car. It can be many different things, but that's where your intuition, okay, and your psychic abilities kick in as to where what these mean, okay, in the readings that you do. All right. Now we have Strength, the energy of Leo. All right. This is a courageous energy. This talks about you having the spirit of perseverance running within you and through you. This talks about you going after your heart's true desire, going after a dream. You know it's within reach. You know you can achieve it, but you have to take action on it. For some, it's going to require you to step outside of your comfort zone. It's going to require you to be courageous and believe in yourself and have self-confidence. Anything is possible with this energy right here. When you know how much inner strength and wisdom you have. When you realize you are strong beyond measure, okay? Your strength is beyond measure. When you realize who you are within, you realize, I didn't come here to suffer. I didn't come here to just barely make ends meet. I came here to enjoy this world in a body, okay? You know, having a human experience. We didn't come here to suffer, you guys. We did not. So, I do feel many of us came here for a purpose. Maybe it was to help. We've all been here so many times, okay? But when you receive this energy right here, this, you know, Spirit is saying you've got the inner strength and inner courage to achieve what it is that you want. To be able to, you know, snatch that dream, your heart's true desire. It's within reach. It's doable. You have that, you have it within you to achieve it. All right. We got the Hermit. I love the Hermit. I'm the Hermit. I know a lot of you are too. So Hermit is the energy of Virgo. All right. We are in Hermit Virgo season. You know, the Hermit is that energy of just cannot get enough knowledge, okay? Questioning everything. And everything that's being questioned is being researched thoroughly, all right? There's not going to be one thing that is, you know, not missed, you know what I mean? So, I mean, but it's also at the same time, being one, you know, with your higher self and understanding that anytime, you know, you see an outcome or that you're not liking, okay, or you see a situation heading in this direction, or you know something's about to happen or take place and you know what it is, okay, maybe you didn't pay your electric bill and you're getting that cutoff notice, okay? You see what I'm saying? Well, that's when you're going to want to go into Hermit mode and talk to your higher self and be still. This is where spiritual enlightenment is gained. This is where, not the answers in a way, but really I guess they would be considered the answers that come through, but you're using your mind, your intuition, your God self, your higher self is communicating with you and showing you these different directions and paths. Now this reminds you of something, doesn't it? The tarot, okay? Tarot does the same thing, you guys. That's what the Hermit reminds me of, is using the tarot. See, I don't use the tarot anymore for myself, throwing a reading out. I'll do it for fun every once in a while, or like I told you guys before, if I have a bad feeling, yeah, I will, because that just means I don't want to go into Hermit mode, and we're funny like that. We really are. You know, sometimes we just, maybe something, just let it happen, okay? We're not meant to know everything. We're not meant to know everything. But instead of, you know, doing tarot, I'll go into this energy right here. And I just listen. I tell you what, I get so many downloads, so many different paths. I have to write them all down, because I'll forget. I will forget, you guys. I don't know how many times I've had an invention, okay? And I'm telling you, a money-making idea. I didn't write it down, and it's gone. I swear, it's gone. That, I'm telling you, I've had some good stuff, and I've seen this stuff come out years later after I've had an idea like that. It just makes, just, oh my. Or I didn't act on it and seen it come out. That's it. Boy, I tell you what, that's something else too. So now when I look at stuff, or my, you know, especially with my dogs, you know, I was asking, y'all are going to get a kick out of this. This is, I'm just being funny. But my dogs, when we're outside, Bosco, he wants me to take my leg and my foot, you know, and rub his butt and his back, you know, because he can't reach it down there on the top. And it hurts my, you know, I'll get a cramp. And I'm like, oh my gosh. I told my daughter, I said, I wonder if they make butt scratchers for dogs. Anything like that, you know, I'm always constantly thinking, you know, I'm sure they do somewhere. That's, but, you know, something like a machine or something, a little, something that they can just back up to, because, you know, little dog, all dogs will, they'll back up to something and rub their back, you know, because they can't reach it. You know, surely there's something out there, you know. That's an example I'm giving you. I'm being silly. All right, so let's see what the key words in this says about the Hermit. All right, you guys, remember, write the key words down. It's important. The Hermit: solitude, introspection, perspective, wisdom, guidance, okay? The Hermit indicates a need or desire to withdraw from the world. He is a wise old man who has learned much about himself and his world through deep introspection and meditation. When you see this card in a reading, your soul may be craving a retreat in order to replenish and restore. By taking space and solitude now, you will be ready to engage with and guide others when they most need you later on. The answers you seek will be found within you, not in any book or on any website, okay? The Hermit may also be advising you to seek the guidance of a wise counselor or mentor. All right, so the number 9 is the number associated with the Hermit. The 9s signify completion, often in the material sense. 9s represent a time for looking back over what one has done and feeling secure enough in one's achievements that one is able to dedicate resources to others. It is also a time to integrate one's achievements into the complete vision of one's life. 9 is associated with the Hermit and the Moon, all right? The Hermit is, the element is Earth, okay? Earth is associated with the Hermit. Earth is one of the 4 classical elements in ancient Greek philosophy. In science, it was commonly associated with the qualities of heaviness, matter, and the terrestrial world. Now, the direction of Earth is north. All right, the zodiac sign, Virgo. Virgo is the 6th sign in the zodiac. Virgo characteristics include organized, intelligent, analytical, active, health conscious, ambitious, practical, conscientious, loyal, kind, nervous, critical, worrying, self-righteous. And the chakra is the 6th chakra that the Hermit is associated with, okay? And then the crystals are peridot, bloodstone, and sapphire, okay? And I'm going to, and the color is gray, blue, and white. And I'm going to bring these up so you can, after we're done here, you can come back and, so you might want to look this stuff up. See the symbols right here, this mountain, staff, ice, lamp, Virgo, 6th chakra. You might want to look the symbolism and stuff up. Okay, there's that. There's the runes that are associated, the I Ching, the colors, and the crystals, you guys. Let me get that in there so you can see it. Okay. All right. Okay. me get a drink real quick. My water, oh my goodness. I should have grabbed some more water. I am feeling a lot better today, you guys. I'm going to give you some more meanings here so you guys can have a variety. The meaning, okay, the depiction of the hermit is an old man carrying a staff in one hand and a lit lantern containing a six-pointed star in the other hand, okay? The meaning, the hermit suggests that you are in a phase of introspection where you are drawing your attention inwards and looking for answers within. You are in need of a period of inner reflection away from the current demands of your position. All right? The positive aspects of the hermit, okay, is introspection, meditation, self-reflection, solitude, soul-searching, withdrawn from society. Now, the negative aspects of the hermit, this would be like if you were reading it in reverse, but when you guys get a connection with your cards, you're going to know when it's positive or, you know, a negative, right? It says exile, loneliness, misfit, sadness, withdrawing from loved ones, okay? Now, the ruling planet, okay, of the hermit is Mercury, all right? Let's see. Here's another one that's a good one, okay? A person who has withdrawn to a solitary place for a life of religious seclusion. Any person living in seclusion, recluse, an animal of solitary habits. I love it. Oh my goodness. All right, that's awesome. So I'm going to look here and see. Oh my goodness. So I didn't even know there was a female meaning of the hermit. It would be a hermitess. Well, isn't that just hilarious? That's funny. Now, I'm looking to see what kind of a person is a hermit. No, that's just like the other ones. Okay, so when we hear people say, what is hermit mode? Okay, I'm going into hermit mode. Is the act of going into a form of self-imposed company retreat every so often. Sometimes this can be a good thing. It's difficult to disengage from the fast-paced world of, you know, whatever it is that you're doing, okay? And it's always important to be able to get away and check in with number one and refill your cup, you guys. That is so important, okay? All right, so I think that's good with that one. So now we're going to go. We're going to do this one first, okay? Now, in your sheet right here, okay, you guys, what I told you to memorize, you need to know what every zodiac sign, when their birthday, when their, you know, season starts. That's very important. Also, what planets are associated with them. And the major card of the sign, the associated court card, the associated number cards, and the major card of the planet. All that, okay, you guys, and this is one of them where the, let's see, the Hermit, okay, the Hermit is the major card of the sign of Virgo, okay? Now, it's also associated with the planet Mercury, all right? And Mercury, okay, you hear that messenger, Hermes, the messenger of the gods. Mercury, the messenger of the gods. You hear that phrase. That's because it's, I don't remember who, I'm trying to think. Give me just a moment. I'm going to look that up, but we're going to, oh goodness, I'm going to sneeze again. Okay, so the associated, let's see. Now, the major card of the planet of Mercury is the Magician. Now, remember, again, Mercury is messenger of the gods. I'm going to look that phrase up because it's going to drive me nuts if I don't find it. All right. I'm sure it'll pop right up. Boy, the stuff, I tell you what. Mercury. There it is. Okay, this is what it says. Mercury, Latin Mercurius, in Roman religion, god of shopkeepers and merchants, travelers and transporters of goods, and thieves and tricksters. He is commonly identified with the Greek Hermes, the fleet-footed messenger of the gods. Okay, that's where I was getting that from. Now, let's see. I was trying to see what it had in here because I know it's got stuff about the Hermit as well being associated with Mercury. Anyway, whenever we do, I'm going to do a video on the planets, and I'm going to show you guys how to set your intentions using candles, all kinds of stuff. Because each day represents a planet, and that's when you can really get dive deep, okay, in manifesting, all right, and getting things you want quickly. You want to use the planet, okay, that be associated with what it is that you want, okay. Let's say you want love. All right, well, you're going to want to use Venus. You're going to want to be the day of that would represent Venus. You want to make sure you're working with the planetary hour of Venus, okay? Now, not all of them are days of the week, but there's associations, and I'm going to break all of that down. The planetary hours are important as well. Like Wednesdays is Mercury, okay, and I used to every Wednesday light an little orange candle and set my intentions, and just, you know, because that is my ruling planet, so I'm like paying, you know, respect to the planet that is ruling over me. And I love the planet Mercury. I feel like that's why I've got this deep thing about, you know, I just need to know the truth about things, and I need to learn, and I'm just you know, I want to know things that are hidden, that have been, you know, pushed aside. I want to know about that stuff, okay? I don't want to believe everything that is in a book that we learned in school, because I know there's more to it than that, all right? There's always more to something, always, if you look for it. And that's me. That's me. I question everything. And when I question something and they can't give me an answer, or it's something that I just need to believe in and have faith in, that ain't gonna do it for me. I want to know, is it fact or is it fiction? Is it false? Fact or false? Okay, it's one way or the other. Is that true, or is it false? Okay, you can't give me a complete answer on it, and that's something to dive in and figure out. That's how I see things. That's what drives me, you guys. And I gotta hurry up because it's gonna take me an hour to upload this, and it's almost 2 o'clock. And I want you guys to have this by 3 o'clock. So I'm getting sidetracked. Oh, God, bless my heart. All right, we're going to do the number 9 real quick. The numbers. Okay, we're going to do the Hermit real quick, and then we'll go to that one. All right, the Hermit. It is oversimplistic to limit the significance of the Hermit to his being a symbol for isolation or forlorn loneliness. He has more to tell us, something which is of special importance to you. The Hermit is one who deals with his problems when the time is right and without trying to avoid the issue, okay? Hold your lamp at the ready, all right? Spiritual experience. An independent path to and with God. All right, as the card of the day, sometimes this card signals that it is time to withdraw, but more often it gives us a hint to make calm but steady efforts to throw off unimportant ballast and concentrate on the essentials. Now, for love and relationships, a good card for addressing existing problems and getting them sorted out. For success and happiness in your current situation, go for solutions that bring lasting results. Don't put things off until tomorrow. Start tackling the issues today. All right. Okay. Now, you guys are going to want to look stuff up. It's important. This is like homework. And when you go and you do your own research, it's going to leave an impression on you. You're going to remember it. Look up the 6-pointed star in the lantern, you guys. Okay? Look up the symbolism of that. Okay? It's going to be important. Look up the gold and yellow staff that he's holding as well. Look up those that was on here. All right? It's going to be important. You need to know what that means. You need to know what these colors mean. The white, the blue, and the gray. There's meaning to that in this energy, in this card. All right. The number. Now, you guys need to write this down as well. Okay, I can find it. There it is. All right, the meaning of the number 9 in the tarot. Okay. Here's the key words. Humanitarianism, wisdom, completion. Okay. Here we go. The number 9 represents humanitarianism, compassion, and tolerance. It also signifies gaining wisdom through experience. Drawing a 9 suggests you're dedicating yourself to helping others or to a worthy cause. The challenge is to not sacrifice your own well-being in the process. 9's vibration allows you to see the big picture. You can give freely of yourself because you feel complete within yourself. Because 9 is the last single-digit number, it represents the end of a cycle. It's time. It's time to tie up loose ends in most cases. 9s depict fulfillment, completion, and the sense of satisfaction that comes from having reached a peak after a long, arduous climb. As such, 9 symbolizes the bridge between the material and the spiritual realm. Okay? Nice. All right. Key words. Guidance, solitude, inner wisdom, self-evaluation. Key words. Okay, I just gave you guys those. The Hermit. My bad. The Hermit is often depicted as a bearded old man holding a lantern aloft. A seeker after truth, he lights the way ahead for those who follow. He may look like a monk dressed in a plain long robe. An archetypal elder figure, the sage of myth and legend. He radiates wisdom and functions as a teacher and guide. Sometimes he's shown looking away at what only he can see, your future. When the Hermit appears in a reading, it can mean a guide figure is at hand, offering help. The card advises you to meet this guide or begin your own search for truth. Sometimes the guide figure is a person, such as a counselor, therapist, or clergy member. Sneaks. But usually it refers to inner guidance or getting in touch with a spirit guide. The Hermit can recommend withdrawing from the busyness and distractions of the outer world to do some soul searching. Now, Father Time, okay? This is a little tidbit of information that's underneath it. Father Time, the Hermit, is often linked with Father Time, okay? Father Time or Saturn. Father Time represents Saturn, okay? The planet astrologers connect with obstacles and lessons that come up during the course of our lives. As such, he reminds you to be patient and brutally honest with yourself as you work to gain perspective. Now, remember the saying, when the student is ready, the teacher appears. When this card, in a positive light happens, you may be looking for guidance from the invisible world. You want to gain perspective on your life. You're open to the inner guidance that's available to you. The time has come to reunite with the source, whether for guidance to discover the truth or to establish inner balance. In a reading about money, when the Hermit shows up, the Hermit offers guidance in a financial matter. He may encourage you to seek counsel from someone wiser or more experienced than yourself. Sometimes this card represents turning away from material things to follow a spiritual path. In the reading about your job, the Hermit may indicate withdrawing from the hectic pace of the work-a-day world. You seek solitude, wisdom, and inner peace. This card can also mean leaving a job or company and going your own way independently. In a reading about love, you may feel a need for some time alone to discover things about yourself and your path in life. The Hermit can also indicate a need for more independence or self-reliance in a relationship. All right, here's another little tidbit that's written under it. If the doors of perception were cleansed, everything would appear to man as it is infinite. That's different, huh? All right, you guys, I love you. Remember, your questions, leave them in the comment section of this class, the Hermit, okay? So, the Hermit. Now, we still got to go over strengths, questions. We will probably be going live tomorrow night, okay? And we will be talking about your questions that you had with strength, the Hermit, and the Wheel of Fortune, because the Wheel of Fortune is tomorrow, you guys, okay? So make sure with each of these you leave your comments in that class, because I will go through there, and we will go through them, okay? If you have any. That's what the live sessions are going to be for. They're going to be for answering you guys' questions and, the best possible way I can, you guys. All right, I've got to get off of here. It's 2 o'clock. I love each and every one of you with all of my heart. Thank you so much for being patient with me. All right, it means the world to me, you guys. Okay, but I've got my schedule up, so Virgo's good to go. All right, you guys. I will see you tomorrow. Bye-bye, everyone.